Hello guys, Remo here, and today we are currently reviewing what has been leaked from the new Isle of Armor and Crown Tundra DLC from the new trailer today on June 2nd, 2020. Alright, so let's start off here. So the DLC for Isle of Armor will be released on June 17th. The two Reggie Pokemon that got revealed is Regieleki, an electric type with a new ability called Transitor. It also has a new move called Thunder Cage, which deals damage and traps them in an electrified cage for 5 turns. And Regidrago, the dragon type, Regidrago, dragon type with the new ability Dragon's Maw, and the move Dragon Energy, which does the more damage, higher the HP. Okay. So, Eric, how do you feel about that?
Pretty good actually. The ability is quite good. Can be used in various ways. And if used properly, you can take down a bunch of Pokemon. Like, you could just wipe a whole entire team with it.
And the thing is, like, the other Reggies is that they're not pure typing. No, I mean, they're pure typing, so they don't carry on the rock type like the other Reggies do. So, yeah, Regieleki wouldn't get a 4 times weakness to ground if they had a rock type. So now we're moving on to the legendary birds. Galarian Articuno is psychic flying with the ability to
So we were right. Well, you were right about the flying. But didn't you say it was going to be Ghost or something?
No, because they could have easily went Ice, but basically they kept flying and just got rid of the core type with the ability.
Wait, keep going.
With the ability Competitive and the move Freezing Glare, which may leave the target frozen. Well, alright, I have one problem with this, right? This isn't 100% move. Like, it's not, I mean, it might have 100% accuracy, but, like, what's the percentage on leaving the target frozen? Now onto Zapdos.
I mean, it might be high. It might be, like, a high 90 or something.
Yeah. Alright, Zapdos. Fighting Flying with the ability Defiant and a new move Thunderous Kick, which does damage and lowers defense. Okay, that's interesting. It has Defiant. So it's Fighting Flying. Okay. Have I ever got... Wait, is this our first Fighting Flying type?
No, because we have Hawlucha.
Oh yeah, we had that guy. Okay, now Moltres is Dark Flying. Clear not a first since we have the Honchkrow line and the Mandibuzz line. With the ability Berserk and a new move Fiery Wrath, which does damage and causes the opponents to flinch. Okay, so this is what they're doing, right? So basically, they get rid of the Ice, Fire, and Electric, but their signature moves are going to be that typing, which I want to assume, but it might not because that would make no sense because I'm going to get stabbed on it.
Thing. They could have made Zapdos look different because it looks more fire than flighting.
Alright, now on to Slowbro. Galarian Slowbro is Poison Psychic. It has Quick Draw, new ability, and the move
Wait, is that an actual gun? Wait,
it's a... Oh, shit.
It's an actual gun. You're right. I thought it was like a penetrator drill.
Nah, it's a gun. And the new move, Slide Arm Smash, which only it could learn, so it's signature. Okay. It poisons the opponent and does physical damage or special damage. What the fuck? Yo, this thing's gonna be fucking mad. Also, it's based off of your stats.
I'm wondering if Galarian slow keep it as well. I'm wondering.
No, because it said that only he could learn. Because probably Galarian Slowking's gonna learn a different signature move. Alright, time to go to the new Gigantamaxes. Gigantamax Venusaur. So his G-Max move is G-Max Vine Lash, which does more damage. Which does damage and continues to do damage for 4 turns to any non-grass type. Same for Blastoise, but his is G-Max Canade, which does damage for 4 turns to any non-water type. Alright, interesting. Now time to Gigantamax Urshifu Single Strike. So the Single Strike style, which I believe is the Dark, is G-Max 1 Blow. And Rapid Strike is G-Max Rapid Flow. and these do damage even when the target defends itself, so it can't protect. So hidden ability, Grookey, Scorbunny, and Sobble are now available in the Pokemon Home. Scorbunny's hidden ability is basically Protein. It's the same thing but with a different name. Overpowered as hell if you know what you're doing. Alright, so we're getting onto the new item called. You remember in the trailer, the Cramorant thing? Like the Cramorant, like dispenser?
Yeah.
So there's an item called Cramomatic, which lets you combine up to 4 items together to make new items. You could get different items based on the items you put into it. So these are like apicorns, right? Where you can make Pokeballs? I want to assume. So you could craft Pokeballs? What the hell?
Pretty much, yeah.
So there's a new move tutor that given in exchange for Armorite ore. There's ores now. What the fuck? A substance found to max raid battles in the okay, so you have to do the raid battles and you get new moves. So first is a fire type move, Burning Jealousy, which damages both opponents and has a chance of burning the opponent if they had a stat boosted during that turn. And the grass one, Grassy Slide, which is boosted in priority in grassy terrain. So we don't get it for water? What? Alright, so this is the good part. So you remember how you remember that one scene in the trailer where it was you were with your rival Clara or Avery and you guys were in the salon table cooking?
Yeah.
So in the Isle of Armor you could make Max Soup, which when a Pokemon with the potential ability to Dynamax drinks it could Gigantamax. So let's say I have a Grimmsnarl, right? That I just caught randomly, right? Which doesn't have the ability to Gigantamax. I could give that Grimmsnarl this soup, and it now has the ability to Gigantamax. So that's why I had like the Gigantamax or Dynamax clouds like around it, which is really cool.
I just want to say one thing. You know what they should have done with Sword and Shield? They should have made it where it's half the Pokemon, like 500.
It's 600.
Because then the next game right after the next gen could have 500 as well. It's 900 Pokemon there. Not 900.
It's almost gonna be 1,000. I mean, they barely, because I doubt they're gonna do 110 new Pokemon. We're gonna be on like the brink of 1,000. So now we're on the Crown Tundra. In the Crown Tundra, Dynamax Adventure Rare game is 4 players to. So you could only get legend. So basically, the Crown Tundra is just only legendaries. What the hell?
Alright, nice.
I mean, that's not bad. I mean, the whole thing's just legendaries. Yeah, you're paying $15 for what? Legendaries? Sick, I'm down. Hey, we got them for free in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, but Pokemon gotta make that bank, if you know what I mean.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
In the Crown Tundra, there's a new feature called the Galarian Star Tournament in Winden. So this is what I was over. This is what they showed at the end, right? Where you and Hop are fighting Raihan and Leon in a double battle. In this, you can do multi-battles against various characters from the story. Urshifu's new ability, Unseen Fist, allows you to do damage if they have Protect. That's just not what a Gigantamax does. Okay. So
no, Gigantamax Protect.
No, it defends. No,
Guard or whatever it's called. I think it's called Guard. Yeah.
Max Guard. Oh, Max Guard. No, the thing is that. Oh, so his ability, like let's say you use Protect, and let's say you use like, I don't know, like Brick Break. The Brick Break is gonna go through the Protect. And let's say you use Max Knuckle, and they use like Max Guard, you still go through it. I think I was also gonna do the same to Protect though. So yeah. Alright, so we clearly know that you're probably gonna get the Max Soup. I wanna say like halfway through the story. I think the story's gonna be like what? How long do you think the story's gonna be? I wanna say like 2 to 3 hours long? I don't know, 2 to 3 hours.
Might not. If it's $15, it seems less.
I mean, the story might not be that long, but you gotta realize, like, that's basically a Wild Area Part 2. So the Star Tournament, okay, that's interesting. Double battles. I'm just trying to see anything interesting here. Oh yeah. So, do you think Calyrex is gonna have a Gigantamax?
Most likely.
Most likely, because
if Kubfu and its evolutions, well, no, if its evolutions are gonna have a Gigantamax, most likely that thing's gonna have an evolution, maybe a Gigantamax.
Well, I would have a. I mean, no, I doubt it's gonna have an evolution because
it might, because look at the top of its head. That thing looks like it's about to burst.
Yeah, it's just it's. I'm pretty sure it's grass psychic. Okay, so if it might just burst in its Gigantamax. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? So poison psychic for Galarian Slowbro. Okay. Quick draw. So they're also gonna add a bunch of new abilities and moves to like previous Pokemon that couldn't learn it. And not just the previous Pokemon, like they're gonna because Quick Draw, that's new. Sidearm Smash. Wait, so he bashes you with his gun? That's fucking cool.
What if he takes off the shell and then bashes you with it?
That's interesting stuff right there. So you're obviously gonna have to get Relicanth because you need that Relicanth to catch those Reggies. So. Correct. The new Reggies, Regieleki.
That's why I showed a Wailord in the trailer.
Oh, they did show a Relicanth. So you gotta catch that Wailord and the Relicanth. Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Josh, it's Pokemon. There's gonna be multiple Wailords. Let's be honest. They'll say you have to catch that Wailord.
Yes.
What is that? 1.5 billion to get that Wailord? Maybe even more.
Have you seen Wailord shiny? It's pink. It's fucking really cool.
Yeah, Wailord female, big rare. No wonder why they're so huge and there's barely any of them.
Just like women. So do you have any hopes? Do you think you want? I mean, alright. Do you have any expectations?
Specifically, I don't have it and my Nintendo Switch broke down, but I do have a lot of hope for this. But it does have a lot of potential.
Alright, so I'm still gonna say this, even though we discussed this earlier. If they do actually add back Z crystals, 1 out of a million, they're gonna probably put Z crystals
in. There's not even a chance that they will.
Imagine that.
Like I say, Gigantamax Dynamax and Gigantamax are pretty much the same thing as Z crystals.
No, you don't think they're gonna bring back Primal Dialga, do you? You don't think they're gonna add Primal Dialga?
They won't. Actually, no. No, they won't. They won't. Because that was in the Mega Evolution timeline.
Alright, so do you think the Primals, Primal Kyogre and Primal Groudon, because they obviously got showed in the trailer when in the Isle of Armor, where it just started showing all the box arts, you don't think that they're gonna I feel like they're gonna have this little side quest or there's somewhere you have to go. You have to go into the mountain and into the depths of the sea to get the blue orb and the red orb, so you could primal them. And I wonder if those legendaries will be shiny locked. I highly doubt it, but if not,
but Josh, like I just said, it didn't even happen during the Mega Evolution timeline. So.
But why would Galar because Galar's culture, they don't use Megas or Z crystals, so they make their Pokemon fucking giant stadiums. Some top class. Alright, so they didn't reveal what time the DLCs come out. I want to say it's gonna come out. I don't know what time it's gonna come out, because it's gonna be different for everybody, isn't it? Oh well. I'm trying to see what else is here. So this is mostly covering the Isle of Armor. I would have liked to see some more Crown Tundra, but I think
Crown Tundra is not gonna really get a lot except for story for the legendaries. That's really all.
That's the whole thing. That's literal it. They're like, hey, $15, go have a field day with a bunch of legendaries.
You know what, Josh? You actually might be right about the Rayquaza thing.
I mean, if do, because
no, because there's one reason why I say that is that could be the dungeon for.
You don't think they're gonna add back Arceus, do you? No.
Did you not see the one of the trailers on the Pokemon YouTube channel is literally Arceus having his own Dynamax move?
Oh yeah, it's just called Judgment. Like what? Like yeah. Wait, no, because like they obviously gonna add third legendaries because we saw the Giratina. That's a third legendary. So what I think they're gonna do, like an Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, if you caught when you went to the wormholes. Let's say you caught. I think you have to have it in your party. Let's say you caught a Let's say you caught like a Terrakion and a Virizion. You could now encounter Cobalion. I think they're gonna do that. So let's say I catch a Groudon and a Kyogre. I can now encounter Rayquaza.
That's less likely because they already did that. Why are they just bringing back old features?
I mean, they did the same in Omega Ruby. They did the same in Omega Ruby. They did the same in Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. It's kind of a thing with Pokemon.
It's a bit retarded to just do it again.
It's Pokemon. They love repeating things.
You know, you're right.
Alright, so one thing we didn't get to see is Clara's Dynamax or Gigantamax. But we saw Avery's. Maybe they might have the same. Alright, so I still think they're gonna hide because if you look at Clara's bow, you could see it looks like a Dustox, but just pink, black, and white. So we could have a Galarian Dustox. It's been predicted since it came out beginning of this year. Who really knows? I don't doubt it, but it sucks that
Dustox is one Pokemon again.
Dustox, you know, the one from Hoenn, the moth.
Oh yeah, why a Galarian version of that?
Because if you look at Clara's bow, so wait.
Oh. But it's just like one of the most random Pokemon, though. That's why I question it.
Yeah, because you think they would add another Pokemon with like significance. It sucks because I have Pokemon Shield and I get Avery, a fucking guy in a gym, a costume wearing a fucking blouse. That's some top tier.
I don't get. Why do you choose Shield?
Oh, Shield have Tyranitar. I fucking love Tyranitar.
I wouldn't risk it for Tyranitar.
I mean,
wouldn't. I mean, I love the Tyranitar and all, but I wouldn't risk it.
Because when the prices drop, like, I don't know, 1-2 gens from now, I'm gonna obviously buy Sword and just...
Jesus.
Damn. Alright, is there anything else we need to really discuss here? I think there is. Oh yeah, so Galarian Star Tournament. Alright, so it's only characters in the story, so... Eric, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. What'd you say?
Alright, so one thing I think, like, the Max Soup does to make it really easy is, because the only way to get Shen Gigantamax Pokemon is by, like, doing this really weird thing where you basically, like, manipulating the RNG to, like, giving you, shinies, but now I could just go, breed a bunch of eggs, get a shiny Impidimp, evolve it into a shiny Grimmsnarl, give it Max Soup. I now have a, like, big ass fucking persona that's pink and goddamn white. So that makes that 20 times easier. And also doing this thing of Sword and Shield where you can find like every Gigantamax. Because I was playing Pokemon Sword today and I found like Gigantamax Butterfree, Gigantamax Toxtricity, Gigantamax Colossal, Gigantamax Charizard, just all in the wild. It was actually really cool. I'm also gonna get new outfits. One thing I hope about the Alpha Armor is that your kimono, I hope you gotta keep that afterwards and just wear it.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys, I think this is the end. I hope you guys enjoyed, and yeah, bye.